It's Movement Cube Monday, and this week I want to talk resiliency. Coming out of school as a chiropractor with a master's degree and a certified strength and conditioning specialist, most people would ask me about their squat. How's my form look? Is my depth good? Are my knees good? Everybody wanted to know what the perfect squat was, and I was supposed to be the guy that had the answer to this, but I wasn't sure that I was. With so much information out there, every book says something a little differently, and there's squat gurus on every corner of every social media page. I really didn't know if I knew. So I went on a search to find the perfect squat. But people have different hips, so I have to figure that out first. And I don't think your knees can go over your toes, or maybe they can depending on who you talk to. And why do we squat? For competition, fun, just strength? What's the perfect squat? Maybe if I add these all together, I'll figure it out. So I hit the books to answer all these questions and realized that it was kind of pointless. And then it hit me. Why are we on a search for perfection that really probably doesn't exist when we could be training resiliency? Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, or the ability of a substance to spring back into shape. When it comes to training, if we train resiliency throughout every range of motion that we do, then we don't have to focus quite so much on all of the cues, like push the knees out, keep the chest up, things like that. We know we're going to be safe in every position because our body has been trained to be resilient. I can guarantee that the guy on Instagram that does single leg squats with a ton of weight on his back didn't get there overnight. And he probably did a lot of little challenges to the resiliency that he had in order to build his way up to that. Now, it's fine to work on efficiency with form, but it shouldn't be our main focus. Perfection should not be our main focus. If we work resiliency, then our body's going to be able to handle any position we get into, and not only handle it, but it'll be able to thrive. So I want to show you my 3 favorite ways to practice resiliency now. First, we'll do a demi-plie march. For this, we're going to start to squat, letting the knees come forward, keeping the chest upright as low as you comfortably can. From here, we're going to try to control the movement as we lift one foot up, back and forth, trying not to let the head raise as we do so. The big goal here is to have enough control that anytime I say stop, you'll be able to control it and stop. You can repeat this 6 times on each side, just going as low as you comfortably can, and do a few sets. Next, we're going to do lunge to sumo squat. For here, you're going to be working that knee dipping in and making sure that we feel comfortable doing it in case that happens during a squat. So from the lunge, you're going to control to a sumo squat and then control back down to the lunge. Everything we do should be slow and controlled where you can stop at any moment. And this you can do for 5 to 10 reps and do 2 to 3 sets of that as well. And last, we'll do the 4th wall. We'll be working one leg at a time. We're going to start with forward, coming as far as you comfortably can, and then transferring your weight to the front foot, letting the back foot come off the ground, transfer back to the back. Then we're going to go to each side. You can use your arms for balance. So we're going to come to the side here, control the shift of the weight over, and then we'll take that leg back behind for the last one. There, we're going to control shifting that weight until you can pick up the foot, and then back to the start. This we'll do on both legs, and we'll do anywhere from 3 to 5 sets until you feel like your legs are pretty much done for the day. Now, these types of movements should be built up with little baby steps. There should be little challenges to resiliency over time to help build it up so that we don't have to fear different movements, even if we get in a position that's not perfect form. If you feel ready to give any of these a try, start with little movements and build your way up. Because if you can fix yourself, you should. And if you can't, we're here.